Hey gang, a few of us Carnies decided to drop in and in the casual mood and in true Carney style just kind of played it by ear. We were all a bit burned out on bunkers, so we decided to pull a vulture and a hull A and try out some synergy. While we were out in the deep dark siphoning off a Connie's skin, I had a few thoughts on synergy, teamwork, and the state of the game as a whole. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Let's get this. For those of you that have followed this channel for a bit, you know I really hammer synergy. I just think Star Citizen will eventually be a game dominated by 2 to 5 person teams, groups, and so on. It's the cornerstone of how I designed the Carnival, a cellular structure built around encouraging small groups to support a large whole, all while maintaining their individuality and autonomy. While multi-crew gameplay is coming, I also think a lot of people will eventually migrate towards the smaller ships, those that only need a crew of 1 or 2 people. There will definitely be people grinding out for the giants, but that giganticism also comes at the cost of becoming a bigger target. Like a glove.
And oh so gently.
And some people will just want to log on with a couple friends, have a little fun, and go back to the real world. Pulling an Orion, Reclaimer, or Hull C will require a level of involvement and risk. They'll be a target. Sure, you'll eventually be able to run an NPC crew, but getting enough action to pay for them all will almost be a job all on its own.
In fact, since we don't have anything on the card grid here, if you want to do some scouting...
That is a fantastic idea. Yes, good call. You know what we could do? Hermes and I saw that Carrick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which OM was that?
OM6. I'm pretty sure it was OM6. God, that would suck to log back in and your ship is just completely salvaged. Yep. I think even larger orgs will find themselves running more smaller ships than larger just because people will want to pop in for an hour or two. And when the verse is a few dozen systems, that might be kind of hard to coordinate.
There it is. It's just waiting.
The UEE Starfinder. Well, now you'll really be able to find those stars really easily without a hull.
Alright, I'm in.
If you think it takes a while to get across Stanton, wait until you have to get across human space, traveling through safe and dangerous systems. Eventually, you'll be able to log off on a friend's ship, and when you log back in, the ship will spawn around you, with or without the owner being around, at least if they gave you that permission. Those permissions will be a thing too, one day. Hopefully not too far off. But I do think the people that play this game on the regular will gravitate back towards playing with other people, even if the group is small like the one we had here, just 3 of us. And I know I'm contributing to an illusion with this vid, and I'm going to dispel it here. Star Citizen vacillates between being a game and a tech demo patch to patch. Sometimes it works great, sometimes for a long time, sometimes not so great, and sometimes for a long time. And it's during these not so great times that the game's an absolute grind, and that comes to the fore. Heads up, heads up, heads up, Tally.
Do we need to bail? Or are they just passing through because it's a OM?
They're scanning me, so we might be okay. Keep going. We're all clear.
Hey.
All right. I need you to
Thank you,
reposition
officer. We're not doing anything. That reminds me of high school when I would be the person that would talk to the cops. You die or get punted out by a server crash, you get ganked by an invisible NPC, you fall through the floor of the planet, you blow up with a full cargo hold because some invisible piece of ship was in your way. It's a game in development. And things like persistent enemy streaming and 100-person servers and object container streaming before that and planet tech before that, these all come at the cost of stability. Unfortunately, they can also come at the cost of fun. Guys, are we the baddies?
No, not at all.
No, we're the opportunists.
What was fun for a bit suddenly becomes a grind, and even someone popping in for a 30-minute distraction might be derailed by a couple of hours worth of bugs. That's the reality of this game as it is right now. Probably 6 parts fun and 4 parts frustration. The longer you play, the more you learn to work around the various bugs, and that ratio goes down a bit, but never fully goes away. Not yet anyways.
This is what I signed up for, man.
Right?
Space ops.
But the core of this game, the core of the amusement, even as far back as the 2.0 patches, was always other people.
I always wanted to be a stripper.
Nice. I guess that makes sense with this being a massively multiplayer game. I don't think it's entirely intentional by CIG, given the lack of focus on org tools and multi-crew gameplay to this point in development. But the best stories I have about this game are almost all centered around interactions with other people in the game. Org mates, friends, even random strangers. So if you are debating getting into this game, I'd say do it with another person or two, preferably ones you can trust, preferably friends in real life or people you know from other games, because the best part of this game is playing with other people, and I have a feeling it always will be. That's all I have for now, so thanks for watching. And special thanks to the owner of the UEE Starfinder, who apparently crashed their Herald into their Carrack and died, leaving it there for the Carnival to find and salvage. We appreciate your generous donation to the Carnival. Catch me next time. 469,000.
Nice.